nature. It's 5:54. We just got on trail. We woke up at like 4:45. We got to make up some miles. We're way behind. Yeah. So right up there is Benson Pass. So last night, whenever it was thundering, it was all above that. Like I said, you know, we like to play it safe. We don't necessarily mind hiking in the rain, but whenever there's thunder and lightning involved and you're going over exposed rock at high elevation, it's a little bit of a different game. So, you know, always use your own discretion, make your own choices, but I would encourage everybody to always err on the side of caution and not risk it for the biscuit. Because what if the biscuit gets overbaked? You know what I mean? Okay, so we're at the top of Benson Pass. We're about a mile from where we camped. So as you can see, it's pretty exposed. Now ask yourself, would you want to be up here in a thunder and lightning storm? If the answer is yes, you're braver than I. So my answer was no. Honey Bear, did you want to camp up here?
No, I wasn't going to camp up here.
Did you want to walk through here?
Potentially, but not really.
Yeah. She wanted to keep going. I said no.
Yeah, well.
So we're at like 11,000 feet. This is the descent side, so the side that will be going down. And then this is where we came from. Not my favorite pass so far, for obvious reasons. What's up? Got just dead bugs on my face now and food in my beard. So obviously I really love the mountains, but just forests like this, super green, that's my bread and butter. My grandparents live out in East Texas, so there's a lot of pine trees. And then after college, I lived with my aunt outside of Seattle for a few months while I job searched. And I really love this type of environment. It's very magical. It's very lush. It's just, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Honey bear's pooping. I'm covered in DEET and sitting down. So let's talk about motivation on a through hike. We're getting to a point in trail where some people are dropping out, and that's fine. It's not for everybody. But my personal opinion is there are only two factors that should take you off trail. One of them is unavoidable injury. Let's say you slip on a rock, you twist your ankle, you break a bone, you fall, whatever. The second one is personal or family emergency. You know, if like one of your parents gets sick or you have to become a caretaker, something that is more important than being off trail. Those are the only two things. Financials, you shouldn't run out of money on a through hike. If you run out of money, you probably shouldn't have been out here to begin with, and that's okay too. There are plenty of work for stay opportunities along trails. The AT has a ton of hostels that will let you do work for stay, but you know, you got to manage your money and you got to make sure you have enough saved. So one tip that I would say is your monthly expenses plus $1,000 to $1,500 a month for your through hike. It's up to you how much you want to spend. The more you spend, the more comfort. We've bought new gear on trail. We tend to eat a lot of town food, you know, so that's a personal choice, however lean you want it to be. You know, maybe you have a mortgage or a car payment or something like that you have to take care of while you're on trail. Don't forget about those things. You know, I would not encourage you to sell your car to go on a through hike, because 6 months is not really that much time out of your life, and it's going to go by a lot faster than you think, and then you're going to get back home and you're not going to have a car or money to buy a car. So I understand it being an exciting opportunity, but coming out here, you know, it's not working towards an end goal other than itself. It's kind of self-serving in that regard. Someone was saying, you know, people quit their jobs and come out on a through hike to figure it out, but you're so busy hiking, you're not really going to figure it out, and you're not building any kind of marketable skill while you're through hiking that looks good on a resume or builds up, you know, a passive flow of income. So a through hike is not a fix-all. Your problems, your financial status, whatever it is, it's still going to be there whenever you get done. So make sure you have the right intentions, because once it gets hard, it's going to get pretty hard. Right now we're dealing with mosquitoes. Last night we got rained on all night. So it stops being fun after a while. You just have to push through that stuff and, you know, make sure it's not just an escape from normal life, because it's tough. And make sure you know how to use your gear. You know, there's a lot of factors. So brain, train, and drain. So brain, you got to have the mental capacity to push through tough times. You know, if you start the hike alone, there's no guarantee that you're going to make friends. There is a social aspect, and you most likely will, but some people go, you know, a while without talking to people. Train, pretty self-explanatory. Make sure you're prepared. We did not train physically for this through hike just because we have previous experience, so it wasn't as necessary. Make sure you have all of your gear and you know how to use it. Do some shakedown hikes, and then drain being the third, and that is a financial drain. So all those nice cheeseburgers and hotel stays, laundry, you know, all that stuff adds up, and you might have pieces of gear that you need to replace. Gear is not cheap. So that's it. Just make sure you're prepared with all those things. And the last aspect of a through hike is stubbornness. You have to be too stubborn to quit whenever it's really tough and not fun and you don't know why you're doing it anymore. Having a list of why you're hiking, I think, has always been a good tip. Just something to look back on whenever things get so abstract that you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, because it does get pretty abstract. You're just walking for hours on end. I mean, the scenery's nice, but you know, you can get in your head about stuff. So that's it. That's the rant for today. You're welcome. Might seem really obvious, but don't forget to lay out your stuff after it's rained whenever you're stopping for lunch. Tent, sleeping pads, rain gear stuff. That's it. An update on the saga of my potentially ingrown toenail, potentially infected toe. It doesn't hurt anymore, but it's blistered, and now there is a white pussy head to it. Viewer discretion is advised. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. It's 1:07. We just finished up lunch on Spivey Pass. There wasn't really a whole lot to show you. Otherwise, you know I would have. It's pretty underwhelming, and we're seeing some clouds and hearing some thunder in the direction that we're walking, so we might get rained on again today. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. Got the dude. Okay, mosquito. So yeah, just that cloud formation. We'll see. Okay, so this dark area has been growing for like the past 2 hours as we've made our way down from CV Pass for lunch. CV Stevie, something like that. Honestly, the pass was not even worth naming. So it's accumulating. The thunder is getting louder and getting closer. Taking you guys over here to this rock to this field. So the next spot that we have to go to is this. So that's all exposed, and it's about a mile up, and with a grade, probably take us 30 to 45 minutes to get up there, and then we still got to get down. So It's frustrating. Honeybear's peeing. I can't turn all the way around yet. You done? Okay, okay. It's frustrating. We got to set up again. You know, we're trying to make some miles. We're already behind, but it's not worth the safety risk. Maybe we're sissies. That's okay with me, because at least we're alive sissies. So yeah, we're just gonna give this a little bit, and then if it passes over or clears up, we're gonna keep hiking like we have the past couple days. Yesterday it just got to a point where we'd set the tent up twice, and the third time, you know, we just had to call it. So yeah, this section's not my favorite so far. That's it.
It's okay.
Okay, it's 7:12. Clearly we made it out of the tent. We might have been a little conservative for that storm, but better safe than sorry. Once it kind of lightened up, we packed up and then went another 2 miles. So we're at the base of another pass, not a named pass, just like a little mountain pass type thing. So yeah, I mean, I'll say it again, it's at your discretion. Safe, not safe, be cool, push it, get thundered and rained and maybe lightninged on. It's up to you, but we made the best decision that we thought we could, and pretty much everybody else that we saw that passed us going over that pass is now camped in the same spot, so they probably got dumped on.